Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of the Kyocera Event from Virgin Mobile USA's review. This is continued from part 1, so if you haven't already watched part 1, go watch it. Paige did not answer for part 1, but blocking her number, she answered. And with that good old iPhone 5, it sent 3 times. Don't get an iPhone. Okay, so now to talk about games. Games and apps. I downloaded Temple Run 2 as my test game, so alrighty, we'll open this up. I really didn't experience many glitches, or I mean, it was quite smooth. Every now and then it skipped a tiny bit, like, you know, not anything that's going to hinder your playing, but the game ran just fine. Also, daily apps, I'll play this really quick for you, but daily apps such as Facebook and email, they all ran smoothly, and I actually did not have nearly as much trouble using them as I do on some budget phones such as the Kyocera Rise and the PCD Chaser. Those all, it's like a hassle to check your email, but on here it was not a problem. Same with Facebook, it actually ran just fine on here. And no crashes of any of the apps while I've used this, so we'll play this quick just for a minute so you can see a tiny bit of lag every now and then, but otherwise for the most part. Oh jeez, I jumped instead. Okay, can't talk and do this, I guess, but again, see, it's going just fine, no lag there. Alright, now let's go into the camera. There is a dedicated camera button. There is not a dedicated camera button. My bad. I am thinking of the Galaxy Victory, which I am also reviewing. So we need to go to the camera. And the problem with this camera is there's no autofocus, no touch to focus, nothing like that. So if we try to take a picture up close, it's just not gonna. Let's see if I can show you this in the camera. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. Okay, it won't be able to focus, and you'll get a blurry. Oh, there is it. And you'll get a blurry picture out of it, as you can see. Oh. Alright, so it's not very clear at all. I will post that one to Facebook. Yes, I have Facebook, or on my Facebook page, facebook.com/funzier1, I will have sample photos uploaded from this phone that you can check out. And also sample videos. They're also on YouTube, a sample video from this cell phone. In general, though, picture quality just is not good because of the lack of autofocus. But otherwise, it is a 3 megapixel camera. Let's pull out the calculator again, and you can just see the camera app. It's relatively basic. You got your photos, your capture button. Down here, you've got, let's see, zoom on the side, number of pictures, battery, and then some basic settings. There is a flash, so let's turn that on really quick. Here it's on auto. There you go. So you can see that turns on the flash. But otherwise, camera, though, in general, is just not a highlight of this phone, mainly due to the lack of autofocus. Let's actually check out Quadrant Standard now and do a test of that. See what kind of benchmark scores we get on this. The one time I ran it, I don't remember what I got for a number, but it actually was quite good. I believe 2,000 something. That's really good for an $80 phone, and it has a 1 gigahertz processor, which helps it. But really, with the only 512 megabytes of RAM and all that, it got a pretty decent score. Alright, we'll let it run through this test. The phone on this thing, phone audio quality, I was actually pretty impressed with. On my end, on this end, it gave a pretty well-rounded, full tone, and on the other end, I could hear just fine as well, so that was a good thing. Alright. And we'll see what we got. Alright, your device with a score of 2,435. It actually, that's a really good score for a phone that's this cheap, because you can see it is right under the Optimus 2X, the Galaxy Nexus on Verizon, all that. And those are really high-end devices, I mean, from not too long ago, and this was never a high-end device. So really, that's some good scores. Now we're going to check out speed test. And as you can see here, I've actually gotten some pretty darn decent speeds for Sprint in my area. I got over 2 megabits per second there, 0.6, 0.7, 1384, 1094, 732. Those were really the good ones right there, those three. But in general, speeds seem to be pretty fast on here in daily use, and also just when I did speed tests, they were not bad. So let's do a speed test right now. Alright. And again, I don't get great service here. As you can see, 1 bar out of 6. Also, I am in the country and far from Sprint towers. And this does not represent what you will get. It depends on time of day, location, I mean everything. So we got 0.76 megabits per second on the download and 0.1 on the upload, which is not very good at all. Usually I got about 0.5 on the upload, I'd say. Alright. But again, 2 megabits per second on Sprint is incredible. So, I'd just like to touch on the build quality quick. Build quality, this phone feels like durable enough where you're not going to drop it. I mean, it's plastic. The screen's plastic and everything. You're not going to drop it and have it break. At least I don't feel it's going to do that. And but yet it feels very plasticky and cheap. The back is that kind of, I don't know, that there. I don't know how to describe that, but that's what it is, and it feels interesting. I don't know, it makes it feel durable, but yet also really plasticky, because this phone is all plastic. And the look, I mean, there's really no design to it that makes it look good. So, it does have a cheap feeling, but again, for an $80 phone, I'd say this is a pretty good deal. This gets the job done. Very little lag, very little problems, so if you're looking for something with good performance for $80, this is the phone for you. Well, thank you for watching, and please follow me on Twitter at FunZeer1. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps a lot, and you'll be notified of new videos. Also, like my Facebook page, facebook.com/FunZeer1. You'll get updates to all the new videos I post, and just a chance to talk to me and ask me questions. So please do like the Facebook page, and that also will help me a lot. Thank you very much. Bye.